Hello everyone, this is ThePrussianPrince with another Total War Warhammer replay cast. This is the ESL Community Cup number 2 semi-final match between Masterbean of TWR Clan and myself, part of Agony. This is a best of 5, however, so that's the difference between all the matches up until now and semis. And of course finals as well, and the match for 3rd place. There is indeed a match for 3rd place. But anyway, time to get into this game. I'm playing as the Greenskins. Masterbean is in command of the Empire forces. So let's get this going. Well, as soon as the game actually loads up, that is. Well, yeah, it's not really loading up right now. Okay, there we go. So we're finally in. Time to hit slow motion. Go over my general here. Azag the Slaughter. Ooh, the FPS drops are real. What's happening? What's happening? What is happening? The stutter. The FPS drops. No. What is wrong with this? So yeah, it's Azag the Slaughterer. There we have him. Okay, no more FPS drops. That's good. Azag the Slaughter on Skull Muncha. Then we have 2 of these Orc Boy Biggins in the back. 2 Goblin Wolf Riders on the left flank. And yeah, it seems to be about it. In front we have 2 Goblins. Melee-wise, a Savage Orc on the right. 2 Savage Orcs on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Black Orcs in the center. And that would be my army. Now for Masterbean, we have good old General of the Empire on Deathclaw, is it? Probably, yeah. Then we have Light Wizard on a Pegasus. Just one of those, I believe. Yep, indeed. We see Empire Knights, 1 on each flank, with the Demigryph Knight with Halberd as well. Just 1 Demigryph, though, curiously. Up front, we see a Spearman on each flank, and no, 2 on the right flank, actually. In the center, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Swordsmen. We also have 2 Crossbowmen, and right here in the back, 3 Great Swords. And that is the build, so let's just hit play and watch the battle unfold, shall we? So here we have Goblin Wolf Riders being chased by Demigryphs and Empire Knights. This is really good for me. I've got Azag here. He's going to Fate of Yuna. He does get hit, taking huge amounts of damage. But this is really good for me now because the Savage Orcs stop the Demis. And now I'm going to be blobbing these Savage Orcs onto the Demis. I'm getting charged here, which isn't good for me. No counter charge. But it's not that bad because, I mean, the charge bonuses aren't that great. Here, as you can see, pulling back the Goblins to use them as support in case Cav comes around. Savage Orcs are going to kill these spears here very, very quickly. Black Orcs even quicker. These guys are not running. That is a mistake by me. But here you can see the Black Orcs coming in, crushing these swordsmen really fast, even on the charge. More Black Orcs here, destroying the Spearmen. Orc Boy Biggin's gonna go around these Savage Orcs here, have killed off the Demis. Demis only 10 kills, clearly not worth it. My General, though, is getting targeted by more magic missiles, and he does get hit. He's lost a lot of HP, as you can see. Goblins here trying to stop these Empire Knights, and they will be able to do a fine job against these Empire Knights. Again, Swordsmen dying to Black Orcs. Black Orcs here routing these Swordsmen in the center. Now I'm heading towards these Crossbowmen. And we have a nice charge here into the Black Orcs by the General of the Empire. And the Black Orcs should be able to do some damage. And we see another magic missile, but the Overcast has done a lot of damage to the Light Wizard. And he actually missed, so this is actually really good for me. All things considered, the Black Orcs taking... They're going to rout very soon because they're under Blood Roar. That's really not good at them. Really not good for them at all.
Kill everything!
Kill everything indeed. The Empire Knights have survived the Goblins, but they have taken some HP damage. And yes, they charge into Savage Orcs, but they're gonna go down soon once the Goblins come around. I'm still winning this side here, despite the fact that there are some great swords. And now my Orc Shaman is going to go down, but the left flank is where I completely won the engagement. So that is really good for me. I still have more Goblin Wolf Riders on the field. I have my Wizard here who's actually gonna come around and see if he can Fate of Buna these Empire Knights. I think that's what he is going for. Here you can see the Great Swords going down. Great Swords over here also have pushed forward, which is not good for me. But hey, these Goblins and Black Orcs will have no issue against these Great Swords. Gonna get a rear charge with these Goblin Wolf Riders against the Great Swords. That is good for me. At this side though, as you can see, this general is changing things around. And there's a magic missile on the general doing tons of damage. He's down to 800 HP. Empire Knights, Fate of Bunad, so they are dropping really quickly in terms of HP and actually also losing entities. Plenty of them, so there's almost none left. There's only 3 left and they're not even gonna make it. There they go, the full unit wipe with Fate of Buna right there. And Spirit Leech onto the Light Wizard as well with Azag. Azag is successful in killing off the Light Wizard and finishing off that Empire Knight as well. And now these Great Swords here, the last few units of the Empire. 2 units of Great Swords hanging in here. Hanging on against the Black Orcs, but there's just way too many Black Orcs for them to deal with. I mean, I know you guys are Empire units, and I know you love Karl Franz, but there's a limit to what love can do, right? Anyway, stat-wise, Savage Orcs and Black Orcs clearly doing work here. Even the Goblins, really, like, I didn't expect this. Like, they were just there, you know? Now, for Masterbean, you can see crossbows not being worth it. Great Swords, doing meh, so not really too great. Empire Knights, Demi is totally not worth it, as you can see here. Only 19 kills. They got Fate of Bunad, and yeah, they didn't do too well. The Swordsman, max 5 kills. Again, almost useless against Black Orcs. But anyway, that is game 1. See you in game 2. This is game 2 of the match against Masterbean. Again, best of 5 here. On Langwheel, I'm playing as the Empire, and Masterbean of TWR is now the Greenskins. And yes, don't laugh at my build. This build that I'm using here was actually suggested by Panda against Greenskins. So, very nice build here. And it was... Okay, so Panda suggested me to bring this build against Greenskins. And the build was originally made by Achilles, also of Agony Clan. So, yeah. What's the general game plan with this build? Well, you have the 3 steam tanks. The steam tanks target down the enemy cavalry. And then the Greenskins will have nothing in their arsenal that is as fast as the steam tanks. So the steam tanks can literally outrun infantry, which is very good. That's why you have the 3 steam tanks, because... And they have infinite ammo, so they can run away and shoot with the rear guns, so to speak. They have like 2 types of weapons. This one right here, the front cannon, that actually that does most of the damage, but it has limited ammo. And then they have one that's unlimited. But apart from that, you can see that I brought General of the Empire on Deathclaw with the Light Wizard as well. And I also have hidden in this forest 2 demigryphs with halberds. So magic missile has been used here, hitting Azag. But I haven't gone over the Greenskins build yet, but I will be able to. Okay, so we have Azag the Slaughterer on Skullmuncha. We have this Orc Shaman right here. Then we have 2 Savage Orcs on the right with an Orc Boys. Here we have 4 Black Orcs. Also more Orc Boys here, 1 of them, and 2 Savage Orcs, and it looks like more Orc Boys as well. And we actually have Orc Boar Boys here. And another one, and this Goblin Wolf Rider. As you can see here, the Karl Franz has done really well, but he got Spirit Leeched, which isn't great for him at all. Magic Missile does hit Azag once again. Steam Tank, I think, hit him as well. Now here's the problem. These Goblin Wolf Riders here are trying to chase the Steam Tank, which is fine. I've got demis around to support. And the Blood Roar... I mean, I killed a lot of cav thanks to the General of the Empire here. Now I'm going to run away. And yeah, the Steam Tanks are doing their thing. I was trying to engage here, but I decided against it. And here, for some reason, having so few units, I still mismicro the demigryphs. So that was pretty bad. And now the Light Wizard gets hit, but I do get a nice hit off onto Azag, and I'm gonna try and chase him. But I don't have enough speed. He's actually not fast enough. Yeah, here I lose my light wizard, which is unfortunate for me. But the savage orcs are chasing the steam tanks, and you know, savage orcs will never be able to catch up to steam tanks, really, because they're not fast enough. If you look at the steam tanks, they have 57 speed. Savage orcs not even close to catching up to that speed. Here you can see this fight is actually going alright. My 2 demis up against Goblin Wolf Riders and Orc Boar Boys. And some more Orc Boar Boys. So that's all the enemy cav. But here I'm making a mistake with my Journal of the Empire. I'm chasing Azag. And the thing is, Azag is the same speed as my Journal of the Empire, so that's not the best idea. Chase him like that. And I don't realize this until later in the game, I believe. We'll see. So I pulled out this Demigryph. I've lost plenty of HP on my demis. That being said, I've killed a lot of the enemy cavalry, right? So could be worth it here. The steam tank is about to get caught by the savage orcs. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pull it out soon. There we go. I pull it out and the savage orcs again get hit. Still some goblin wolf riders here that I'm gonna be chasing with my demis. Looks like he's gonna try and run away and possibly get into the steam tanks. But steam tanks actually hit the goblin wolf riders very nicely. I'm gonna keep moving. Maybe I shouldn't have hit the goblin wolf riders because then they would have been charged by demis and would have died instantly. And not even routed, I think. They would have been shattered instantly. So now you can see I'm still chasing off Azag, so this is a massive mistake. He's under Blood Roar, which means his leadership is very low, but it's not enough to rout. So I thought I would be able to either rout him or kill him. But as you can see, that's not working out to my advantage, which is really is quite unfortunate for me. But yeah, I'm still trying to kite away the enemy units here. You can see the Demigryph Knight that I'm using here is going to be chasing off this Goblin Wolf Rider off the field. Still, I have this other Demigryph Knight with halberds. I'm going to get Spirit Leeched again, which is a lot of damage. And that's how I'm losing my general, which is awful for me. But it's Steam Tanks. Steam Tanks, plenty of leadership. And now with these guys, I think I'm going to start targeting the Orc Boar Boys. There we go. If I can kill the Orc Boar Boys, that's going to be great. So, the Orc Boar Boys here. They don't actually get hit, I believe. But I'm going to continue targeting them. Here we go. And I hit plenty of them, and there goes the HP pool of that unit. 500 left. Now I'm targeting these other Orc Boar Boys. Still have 2 demis on the field. I'm going to lose my general, which is unfortunate, but not much I can do about that. Again, targeting down these Orc Boar Boys. It's a great move. Precisely what I need to do in order to win with this strategy. Savage Orcs here taking damage from Steam Tanks. Steam Tanks have gotten a significant amount of kills already, as you can see here. Orc Shaman still on the field though, which could potentially be bad. And if Steam Tanks get Spirit Leeched, it's really bad. Because they take a ton of damage from Spirit Leech. You don't want them to get Spirit Leeched at all. So Demigryph's coming around here. We're gonna go in for these Orc Boys. Ooh, the Orc Boys here. Again, going around, trying to kite away from these infantry units so I can target the Goblin Wolf Riders. And as you can see, my Demigryphs aren't really in position to support my Steam Tanks. But we'll see, maybe these Steam Tanks will be able to finish off the Goblin Wolf Riders before it's even necessary. So here, the leadership is very low. So once they hit them, their leadership has dropped. And now I'm going to pull away the Demigryphs just in time. Okay, so I probably am going to turn these guys around. Okay, so there comes the Goblin Wolf Rider. It's down to 6 leadership. And it gets charged by one of my demis, and it's not going to do well at all. So there goes that unit. And now there's another cav unit here, which is quite fine because it's an Orc Boar Boys, and it's going to go down really fast as well. So another cav unit wasted. Chasing off these Goblin Wolf Riders with one of my demis because I gotta get that cav off the field. And realistically at this point, only 2 problems. I have Azag the Slaughter that I gotta get rid of. This unit of Orc Boar Boys has shattered, it's no issue. And this Orc Boar Boys unit. So essentially, once this unit gets routed off the field... weird, I can't really see. Okay, I guess it has actually been routed off the field. So now there's just 1 cav unit that's heavily depleted. this Orc Shaman and the Azag that are problems. Now I'm gonna run away with the Demis because they're about to get Fate of Unad. Yeah, now I'm probably gonna start targeting the enemy general with one steam tank. This one's gonna target it down. 774 HP. 2 more steam tanks here targeting down the general. Still 774. 560, so he did get hit. And I'm gonna get Spirit Leeched here, which is... really is just fine. Okay, 560. As you can see, I'm gonna be losing a lot. 560 still. Okay, it hit 335. And the damage is massive, but he has just barely enough leadership to survive. But now I'm gonna have to kite more and more with these steam tanks. Ro4 boys have shattered. So that means the last enemy cavalry unit on the field has been shattered, which is very good for me. And the general has routed off the field for Masterbean, which is again very good for me. Steam tanks doing more and more damage to Savage Orcs. These Black Orcs getting taken out as well. I still have my 2 demis on the field. Steam tanks again just kiting the Savage Orcs. I mean, they will never get caught, essentially. Again, steam tanks pushing forward, shooting down these Orc boys. If you look at the stats here, just look at how few men I've deployed and how many I've actually already killed. Steam tank, I was trying to go for a snipe. I could not get the snipe on the enemy general. And now I'm gonna see if I can get the steam tanks and get rid of the enemy general. Still running away from the Savage Orcs. And now I'm gonna get steam tanks here to start shooting at the enemy general, see if I can take him down. But they're gonna fire through these trees, which is not ideal because the trees could actually prevent the projectiles from hitting the intended target. But still, I'm running around with the steam tank and it's getting, you know, significant kills here. Ooh, just barely missed the enemy general here. Let's see if the next few actually hit. They're just about to fire. Okay, so 2 of them firing. They both just barely missed. And 1 leadership on the enemy general, just almost close enough to rout. Let's just fast forward a little bit because, you know, this is getting quite crazy. And now you can see that I'm going around with the steam tanks from all kinds of different directions to be able to shoot down the enemy general. But unfortunately, I do not get him. However, here I might be able to take him. But anyway, it does not matter because Masterbean realizes that there is no way he can take down the steam tanks. This is such a cheese. Thank you, Panda and Achilles, for making this build and suggesting it to me. But unfortunately, Masterbean decided not to play the 3rd game after this. So I win the best of 5 with 2 games, so 2-0. I advance on to the finals, but it is understandable why he wouldn't want to keep playing after this cheese. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on social media, and I'll see you next time.